How does this woman connect with this agency to find this mentor for her son? And how does this man find this agency to get this housing project off the ground?
211's an easy-to-remember 3-digit phone number that anyone can use to find help in their community or to give help in their community. And it's also a number that can be used by community planners to gather information about what's going on in the community and develop innovative solutions for solving problems.
The callers into 211 run the spectrum in terms of income, geography, service that they're looking for, places to volunteer. It is clearly for those in most desperate need. But it's also somebody looking for daycare in a middle-income neighborhood. It's an upper-income family whose son or daughter has a drug problem and they don't know where to turn. It's somebody who wants to volunteer, feeling strongly about helping kids or helping the elderly, and finding an easy way to plug into a system that sometimes is pretty complicated.
The idea for the project that we're starting is we have this property, and it's been a rental property of ours for several years, and we figured instead of rent it, why not try to help a family to get back on their feet? Virtually no cost to them, save a little money, get their family off the streets, get a job, and become a better providing member of society. I thought it would be relatively easy. I called my local synagogue, who put me in touch with the Jewish Services Group, who put me in touch with the Presbyterian Housing Group, who put me in touch with the next person and the next person. And every one of them basically had the same answer. We don't do that. We called 211 and they knew everything that needed to happen, every person we needed to contact. Within 24 hours, I had a call from a local housing authority, equally as enthusiastic as the 211 service was to help us out. If it wasn't for 211, this project never would have happened.
211 centers are staffed by trained information referral specialists, and these are folks who have been trained to do for the Health and Human Service System what an emergency room staff person does for a hospital. They're able to assess quickly, they're able to establish a relationship with a person and figure out exactly what they need and get them to the right place.
7 months ago, my kids and I moved to a new apartment, and Joseph, he was really sad, and it was just the fact that he didn't have any friends at the new school was really hard for him. And so I decided that I would see if I can get him a mentor. So I called into the 211 system, and one of the numbers they gave me was 2 big brothers, big sisters. So I was able to get Joseph on the waiting list. Eventually he did get his big brother. I'm so excited for him. The 211 system is awesome. All you have to do is pick up the phone, call 211, and you get the answers you're looking for.
.211 is the epitome of a community-wide effort. The funding, the resources, the support come from the private sector, the public sector, individual citizens. It doesn't work unless everybody pulls together to make it work.
The partnerships are absolutely essential to the success of 211 to ensure the resources that the service needs to be effective.
When I walk down the hallway here and see powered by IBM, I have a very strong sense of pride. As IBM looked at the partnership with Mile High United Way in Denver and looked at what we could contribute to help bring this online. And of course, being a technology company, our first thought was to donate the personal computers that would be used in the 211 call center. To see that we are contributing back to our community this way, it's really great. A lot more corporations should do stuff like this.
As a media outlet, as a television station, we can do many different things. We could go to the Red Cross, we could go to the Salvation Army and try to help them with important projects. But with 211, we were able to reach all of these organizations at one time and help in the overall goal of a commitment to this community. If I was to talk to another station manager in another city about 211, what I'd tell them is look at the list of organizations that are part of this and look and count the thousands of people that you'll touch every day. It becomes a real easy decision.
Folks throughout the metro area have turned to United Way's 211 line.
We run stories every day about people who have been positively impacted by 211. And in Colorado, there have been quite a lot of them.
In September, my furnace broke down. That's when my furnace went out in September. And I was watching Channel 4 News, and I seen this advertising about call, for help, 211. And they gave me the people that helped me. They got me in touch with Allen County Housing Authority. They came out and checked, and they gave me, they put me a brand new furnace in, and they painted my ceiling in my trailer. And now I'm doing pretty good on everything. I'm really happy with everything. They guide you. That 211, they guide you. That's about the only thing I can really say. They guided me right to where I needed to be.
The objective is by July of 2005 that 50% of the country would have access to 211. This is such a big idea. This is such a good common sense approach. There's room for everybody's work in it. We've seen great community support. We've seen great bipartisan support.
I want to welcome you to the announcement of the Calling for 211 Act.
Maybe the most concrete evidence of that is the legislation that was recently introduced in both the House and the Senate and supported by both Democrats and Republicans from all parts of the country.
When I was growing up, I was always taught that as a country, we should be judged by how we take care of the people who can't take care of themselves. This is a giant step in helping communities to empower themselves.
Every community cares about its citizens and wants to improve the way that they help them, and 211 is really the first innovative opportunity in a long time to help people. 211 makes more efficient use of community resources, which saves everyone money.
If you don't have 211 in your community, go to 211.org. Find out about the efforts across the country, how communities are getting this funded across the country, what kind of partnerships need to be in place, how do you get cooperation among agencies and the public sector and corporations and so forth. Get yourself engaged. Get more people involved in the dialogue.
211 has given my family and myself the opportunity to help our community.
IBM is connected to 211.
211 helped me and helped Joseph.
Dialing those three numbers is the future of human services.